Hola amigos, I'm Hannah from SpeakBetterSpanish.com and this Facebook group, the Speak Better Spanish Hangout. So this is the second time that I will be recording our videos. So they're always live in the Facebook group and they're always available for replay. But this is the second time that I am doing a screen share where I can share the videos like on YouTube and on my website. And anyhow, so just to give you a heads up, I am recording that. I've got a couple of announcements written down here before we get into a conversation. So last week we had a little bit of connection issue. So this week I have already hooked up to our Wi-Fi hotspot. So hopefully we will have a better connection. So if this is your first time participating, you're new to the group, your first time watching one of my YouTube videos, etc., welcome, bienvenido. I'm glad you're here. Next announcement is the next time we'll be having a Facebook Live video will be on November 30th, so that is several weeks away. I usually like to do them every week, but we're going to be taking a couple of week break here in November. So the event for that is scheduled in the Facebook group. It's going to be at the same time that this one is, 8:15 till 8:45 Central US time. Keep your eyes posted keep your eyes peeled because tomorrow I'm going to be posting a new blog post in the Facebook group and it is on telecommunications Spanish. So that's like cable technicians and that type of industry. So I'll be posting 5 key phrases for telecommunications Spanish. And let's see, oh, also we have 119 members in the group right now, which is awesome. Thank you guys. I'm so glad that you're here and glad that we can learn Spanish together. So welcome. And also we've had a lot of great questions and comments in the group recently. So thank you guys for that. Keep those coming. So while I wait for people to join in, I've got a couple of topics to chat about tonight amongst the group and whoever shows up. But I'll kick it off by answering some of those questions myself. So one of the things that I always ask my Spanish students at the beginning of a lesson is, what are you celebrating today? So in Spanish, ¿qué celebras? What are you celebrating? So let me think about what I'm celebrating. So I always tell them it doesn't have to be anything big or crazy. It could be something as simple as the weather was nice today, or you had a tasty lunch, or anything like that. Let's see. Yo celebro que tomé una siesta hoy. Hola, ¿cómo estás? So I'm celebrating that I took a nap today. So that was a nice perk of working from home is sometimes you can take naps during the day. Hola, Ken. Sorry about the breaking up. Hola, Jen, ¿cómo estás? I was hopeful that having this Wi-Fi hotspot would improve our connection, but perhaps that's not the case. I can kind of see that the screen is flickering. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think my house internet's going to be any better. So I guess we'll just have to do the best we can and see how it goes. Hopefully we'll at least be able to stay connected. So thank you guys for your patience. Technology, you know. Actually, you know what? I am closer to the router. There might be a bit of a pause here, but I'm going to go ahead and switch over to our house internet. So just bear with me. So I am back now on our house internet, hopefully a little better because I am closer to the router. Oh well, it is what it is. Hopefully it'll work out for us. Okay, so Ken celebrating that I did clean and 2 power drugs with 225 pounds. Muy bien. Ken, ¿cómo se dice 225 pounds en español? Es muy pesado, very heavy. It's a lot of weight. And Jen says, estuve en mi último día de trabajo antes de mi vacación. Fue mi último día de trabajo antes de mi vacación. ¡Qué bueno! ¿A dónde vas durante tus vacaciones? So very good, Jen. Where are you going on your vacation? So she said it was her last day of work before vacation. And while you guys think about that, so your first question is, ¿Qué celebras hoy? What are you celebrating today? Second question, ¿Cómo estás? So yo estoy bien. Ayer me sentí un poco enferma, pero hoy me siento mucho mejor. So yesterday I was feeling a little bit sick, but today I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah, which is awesome. All right. 225 libras. Perfecto, Ken. A couple of little typos, but all in all, so 200 es una palabra. So 200 is one word in Spanish. 25 es una palabra. So Veinticinco. 25 libras. Perfecto. See, so that one is tricky because like 30s and up are separate words, right? Like 35, 36, and so on. But the 20s are all one word. They're still pronounced pretty much the same, but yeah. 102 kilos. Ah, muy bien. 102 kilograms. Excelente. And Jen says, voy a mi casa en Virginia y posiblemente a Florida para visita con Becca y Insanity. Ah, muy bien. Me imagino que Becca y Insanity son tus amigas, ¿verdad? So I imagine that Becca and Insanity are your friends. Excelente. Muy bien. ¿Cuánto tiempo tienes para tus vacaciones, Jen? How long do you have for vacation? And says, you will learn from A to ask me to convert it to kilograms. LOL. So Abby is Ken's trainer, and he refers to her as A. So she's always asking him to convert things in math, kilos to pounds, pounds to kilos. Ken's a bit of a math nerd, right, Ken? Bien. So once you guys let me know cómo estás, also, I have another question for you, which is, ¿Qué comiste para la cena? So what did you eat for dinner? So if you don't know how to use the past tense yet, that is totally fine. You can just respond in the present tense. And this goes for Spanish conversations as well, not just here in this video. You can use the present tense and you'll still be understood. And if you can use context clues, like words like ayer or esta noche, so like yesterday or tonight, to give the context that it happened in the past, that's one way to communicate. I mean, obviously, it's better if you learn the past tenses, but they are a little bit complicated. It does take a little bit of getting used to. So still totally fine to talk about the past while using the present tense when you're still learning Spanish. Ah, So Jen says, Becca le gusta Rainbow Bright. Tú sabe ella. Sí, yo conozco a Becca. Sí, bien. Yeah, so for some reason, I thought her name was spelled differently, but now that I think about it, I don't think it is. I think it is spelled just the way you spelled it. Qué bueno, muy divertido. Very good. That'll be a fun trip for you, Jen. Is almost at an inconvenient time. Como chili forgot queso. So last week I recommended to Ken, I think during one of our lessons or something, that he put some cheese in his chili because it's excellent. And I also ate chili for dinner. So I looked it up how to say chili in Spanish. So there's chile, which is like the chili pepper itself, but then there's chile con carne, which is like what we here in the US call chili. So it's like the chili, the ground chili powder, the tomato-based stew type of meal with the ground beef and beans or but that type of dish. So chile con carne. Yo también comí chile con carne y queso. And let's see. Oh, and Ken was saying almost at an inconvenient time. Yeah, so he was told me before that his trainer will always ask him to convert kilos to pounds or pounds to kilos right after he's done doing a really heavy lift. So he's kind of mentally and physically tired. And Jen says, Chris está cocinando pollo y aspáragos. Ah, sí, muy bien, qué rico, muy saludable también. So Jen's son Chris is cooking chicken and asparagus. Asparagus is one of those words that it's pronounced almost the same in Spanish. It's spelled a little bit differently, but yeah, aspáragos. Excelente. Okay, so the question so far, ¿Qué celebras? What are you celebrating? I think you guys both answered that. Jen, last day before vacation. Ken is celebrating, oh, I forgot. What was it, Ken? Let me scroll back up. I know you're eating chili for dinner, and Jen is eating chicken and asparagus. Oh, that's right. Ken, you were celebrating your lifts. Yep, the clean and power jerks, 225 pounds. Muy bien. Ajá, kaipo, sí, está bien. Hola, ¿cómo estás? What did you eat for dinner? ¿Qué comiste para la cena? You can use the present tense if you haven't learned the past tenses yet. Also, también, ¿qué hacen esta noche? So, what are you guys doing tonight? Esta noche yo enseño español. Más tarde, también tengo un poco de trabajo, otro trabajo. So tonight I will be teaching Spanish, and I also have, hola, Patrick, ¿cómo estás? I also have a little bit of other work to do. Patrick, hace mucho tiempo que no te veo. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo va tu programa de ejercicio? ¿Cómo va tu programa de ejercicio? So Patrick just started a new exercise program recently, and it's a 52-week program, which is awesome. So how is it going, Patrick? It's been a while since I've seen you. I know you've been really busy with work and working out and fitting that into your routine and everything. All right, and once you also answer the question, ¿qué hacen esta noche? What you guys are doing tonight. ¿Qué hacen este fin de semana? So we know that Jenn va a Virginia, a su casa en Virginia. So Jenn's going to Virginia. Ken, ¿qué haces este fin de semana? What are you doing this weekend? Yo tengo un poco de trabajo este fin de semana. I have some work this weekend. Y Patrick, ¿qué haces este fin de semana? Muy bien. Oh, Patrick says, mi amiga está aquí inesperadamente. Ah, bien. Qué sorpresa, ¿verdad? So Patrick's friend is over unexpectedly. And Jen says, estoy mirando a Ezra. Ella tiene Teddy y está jugando. So playing is jugando. The verb is jugar, J-U-G-A-R. And we can put that in the present progressive tense, which is that ando that translates as ing in English. Yeah, muy bien. So Jen is looking at Ezra, which is her dog, and she has Teddy, que me imagino que es un juguete. So Teddy is probably a toy, and she is playing. Muy bien. También, next question fits perfectly in. ¿Tienes una mascota? Posiblemente un perro o un gato. So do you have a pet? Possibly a dog or a cat. So the word for pet is mascota. So it sounds like mascot, but it actually means pet. So yo tengo dos perros y two cats. ¿Y tú? Do you have a dog or a cat? And Patrick says, es bien, pero perderse mi clase hoy. Ah, entiendo. So Patrick, tuviste que perder. Sí, creo que entiendo. Tú perdiste la clase de ejercicio hoy porque tu amiga está aquí, ¿verdad? So you missed your exercise class today because your friend is there. Is that right? I should say not aquí. So your friend's not at my house. She's at your house. Yeah. And necesito ir en un momento. Bueno, gracias por venir y gracias por hablar con nosotros. Buenas noches, Patrick. So, okay, no tengo una mascota. Muy bien. So Patrick doesn't have any pets. Perfecto, tu español. And he has to go in a minute. So thank you for coming, Patrick. Adios. And Ken says, what am I doing this fin de semana? The program I have been given. Let's see. Just for next week, crash studying Spanish. Sí. So by program, I'm assuming that Ken means a fitness program. So as we know, Ken lifts weights. So probably he's going to be working out this weekend based on whatever his trainer exercises has given. The exercises his trainer has given him. Chores for next week. So chores, quehaceres. 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 So it's really interesting because hacer means to do or to make, and que can mean a number of different things, but basically it's like the word, it's like saying two do's, but all together in one word, and that's what quehaceres chores is. So I think it's a really fascinating word, one of the things I enjoy about Spanish. Jen says, I'm nodding like you can see me. Sí, muy bien, muy divertido. And Ken says, no mascot, LOL, no mascota. So Ken doesn't have any pets, está bien. Entiendo. Lo siento, Patrick. So Patrick says, no porque mi amiga, porque estamos enfermo. Lo siento. So Patrick didn't miss his workout because his friend is over. He missed his workout because he's sick. Entiendo. Lo siento. Espero que puedes descansar y sentirte mejor mañana. So I hope that you can rest up and feel better tomorrow. Es lo peor. Being sick, it's the worst. Lo peor. And, and Ken says, has no life outside of work, eating, and gym. Está bien, Ken, está bien. Yo trabajo mucho también. Yo trabajo durante los fines de semana, durante las noches. Bueno, yo entiendo. So I understand. I work a lot as well, weekends, evenings, etc. So I understand. And Ken says, yo también, Ken. Ah, sí. La vida de un adulto, ¿verdad? Las responsabilidades es difícil. So the life of an adult, responsibilities, is difficult. Okay. ¿Adivinan qué bebo? ¿Qué estoy bebiendo aquí? So guess what I'm drinking. Unas posibilidades incluyen el café, el té herbal, porque me gusta el té de menta. También agua, jugo, leche. Podemos decir una bebida de proteína. ¿Qué más puedes beber? Now puedo pensar en otras opciones. So some options of what I could be drinking in here include coffee, tea, because I like herbal tea, peppermint tea. I could be drinking juice, milk. Can't remember if I said water. And a protein drink. Any other options of things you could be drinking? So I said adivinan. So guess what I'm drinking. And Patrick said I was just super low energy this morning and nauseated, so my trainer decided not to meet today. Buena idea. Debes descansar. Cuando me siento enferma, yo también no hago ejercicio. So when I feel sick, I also don't exercise. It's better just to let your body heal, and then when you're feeling better, come back. And it's actually, actualmente, es bastante común ponerte enfermo cuando empiezas a hacer mucho ejercicio. Entonces, es más o menos normal. No pasa a todas las personas, pero es bastante común. So it's actually kind of common to get sick when you first start working out regularly. It's happened to me many a time when I first get in the habit of working out consistently after not having done so for a while. And I think it's just your immune system's way of being like, this is a shock, like, what are you doing? And it'll pass, and then you'll be able to get back into the routine. And I'm not a person that gets sick often, other than, like I said, like occasionally when I'll start working out after having taken some time off. Yeah, but I only maybe get sick like once or twice a year, if that. So yeah, hopefully you feel better anyway. Time off. And Patrick says cafe, good guess. Agua, good guess. Ken says agua. Ah, Patrick says leche chocolate. Buena, es buena opción. Chocolate milk. Or how would you do two adjectives? Leche chocolate caliente. Yes, I'd say leche, not leche de chocolate, because it's not really, I'd probably say leche con chocolate or leche de chocolate caliente. Sí, so I would put the caliente at the end. Muy bien. Actually, I didn't bring my phone in here, or I would look up how to say chocolate milk, because I'm not sure if they would say leche de chocolate, leche con chocolate. I'll have to look that up and get back to you. I'll make myself a note on my little notepad in here. Good guesses, guys, good guesses. So, yo bebo agua. Sí, es bastante aburrido, pero estoy bebiendo agua. So, chocolate milk is my question. Muy bien. Oh, and I also wanted to ask you guys, también quería preguntarles, ¿qué estudian en español? Puede ser los temas que estudias, por ejemplo, verbos, vocabulario, puede ser, por ejemplo, el tiempo presente, o también puede ser los modos de estudiar o los programas, por ejemplo. Entonces, puedes leer un libro, puedes escuchar un podcast, puedes usar Duolingo. Hay diferentes maneras de estudiar español. So, how are you guys studying Spanish recently? So, you could answer by saying either like what topics you're studying. So it could be like verbs, vocabulary, present tense are some examples, or it could be like what methods you're using. So it could be programs or apps like Duolingo, a podcast, I forget what other example I gave. But anyway, yo me gustaría saber qué estudian ahora. So I would like to know what you guys are studying now. En español, si pueden. In Spanish, if you can. Muy bien. Y cuando esperan, bueno, yo mejoro mi español por práctica. Por ejemplo, yo enseño varias lecciones personalizadas durante la semana. También, bueno, yo escucho podcasts en español. También, ¿qué hago? A veces escribo diferentes emails o hago llamadas en español para un cliente que tengo. Y también hago traducciones desde inglés hasta español, también desde español hasta inglés. Entonces, yo puedo mejorar mi español por estos modos. So some of the ways that I improve my Spanish are from teaching personalized lessons each week, a variety with different students. Also, I listen to Spanish podcasts. And I also sometimes make phone calls or send emails in Spanish for one of my clients. And I also do translations, Spanish to English and English to Spanish. So all of those are things that I normally do, and they allow me to continue improving my Spanish because language is one of those things that you can just continue to study and keep getting better, which is awesome. So Patrick says Duolingo solamente ahora mismo y video de tú. Muy bien. So Patrick is using Duolingo, and right now that's his only thing. And he's also using my videos, so these live stream videos, and then anything that I post, like the little 1-minute videos on Tuesday and any other resources that I share throughout the week. Muy bien, Patrick. And says, playing an epic en español, juego, perfecto, Ken. Juego an epic en español. An epic es un juego. Exactamente, muy bien. So Ken plays this game called An Epic, and he's been playing it in Spanish, which is a great way to practice, both listening and seeing things written. And Patrick says, aquí para un largo juego. Interesante. So Patrick is here for a long game. ¿Qué tipo de juego, Patrick? ¿Es un videojuego? ¿Es un partido de deportes, por ejemplo, fútbol o algo así? So what kind of game, Patrick? Is it a video game or like a sports competition or match, like a soccer game or something like that? Interesante, porque tenemos dos palabras en español para una palabra en inglés. So en inglés decimos game, pero en español tenemos juego, que es como un juego de cartas, un juego de mesa, algo así. Pero también tenemos el partido. El partido es como una competición o dos equipos juegan durante un partido. Sí, so in English, the word game has two different translations in Spanish. So one is juego, which is like a card game or a board game. The other one is partido, which is more like a match or competition. So like if two teams are playing each other and you're going to this sporting event, that would be a partido. So if you're watching a baseball game, a soccer, football, etc. game on TV, that would be partido. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting, these different little differences in the languages. Oh, entiendo. Sí. Perfecto. Yo no entendí cuando entendí al principio, pero ahora entiendo. Muy bien. So Patrick says okay, now I understand. So he was saying, I'm here for the long game. Excelente. Yeah, that's, I don't know that it necessarily way, but I get where you're coming from, and that's a good thing. Language learning is not one of those things. Yes, you can get started relatively quickly from starting to learn a language to going into speaking, but it's something that, you can continue to build that skill over time, definitely. No, sí, perfecto. Muy bien. Excelente. So when I first started my Spanish business, teaching Spanish online, I was selling lessons in packs of 12. And so my idea was like, okay, I have some materials, like these different vocabulary topics, and like we can work on these lessons in this order, and it'll get this level of student to this point at the end of 12 weeks. And I mean, there were definitely some good thoughts in there, and it did work, but I ended up finding a better system, which is just students can sign up for however long they want. So they can pay a la carte for lessons, they can do monthly subscription, or they can purchase a package. And the large packages or the monthly subscription are the more possible, are the more popular options. The reason I mention this is because I find that, like Patrick said, if you go into learning a language with the mindset of like, I'm going to be doing this for a while and continue to improve, rather than like, okay, I have these few weeks and I want to learn it all in this amount of time. Like, yeah, it's possible to learn a lot, and you can definitely retain some of that, especially if you're using it over and over again. However, yeah, language learning overall is definitely a long game type of strategy. So I think you've got the right mindset for that, Patrick. Going to get fluent over the 6 weeks before traveling. Sí, exactamente. En tu nivel, probablemente no. Pero vamos a ver. Es posible. So when Ken started studying Spanish with me about 5 or 6 weeks ago, he only knew about less than 20 words, which is totally fine. I mean, there's no shame or anything in knowing however much Spanish you know. Like if you've never studied it before, or it's been a while, that's totally fine. But in any case, we decided to work together for 6 weeks before he flies to the Dominican Republic with me. I'm taking a group of my Spanish students on this trip, which will be awesome. Anyhow, for Ken to learn some basic phrases and maybe some pronunciation, get a little bit of listening practice. And I feel like that is a good goal for 6 weeks of, you know, some of the basic things for customs, some of the basic like numbers, asking how much things cost, some basic food, and some basic vocabulary is, you know, for your average person that's working a full-time job and trying to learn Spanish on the side, that's probably a pretty reasonable goal. Patrick says you will know 100% of the language in 6 weeks, Ken. JK. See, the trip sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'll probably post pictures when I get back. I usually don't post a lot of stuff when I'm traveling. Number one, so that I can enjoy the trip more. And number two, just for safety reasons, you know, it's not always the best idea to let people know like, hey, I'm in this exact hotel for this amount of time, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good, I've got 3 students, including Ken, going with me. It'll be a good immersive language and culture experience. So we will spend some time in Santo Domingo, which is the capital city, and we'll also go out to the countryside and kind of get off the beaten path there and kind of have less of the tourist experience and more of what I feel is an authentic experience. So I've done most of these things about 2 years ago and had just a blast. It was fantastic. Really wonderful people, great food, great culture, island life. It's great. So I'm looking forward to sharing pictures and stuff with you guys when they come back. Muy, muy divertido, pero estoy pobre. Entiendo. Es difícil, sí. Situación con el dinero. Pero bueno, estás aquí y podemos hablar por lo menos y luego comparto las fotos y sí. So Patrick says, very, very fun, but I'm poor. Totally get it. I am not rich myself, so I can totally relate to that. But anyway, we get to at least have these weekly Facebook live streams, which are free, and all the resources in the group, which is awesome. And I'll share pictures and stuff with you guys when we come back. I'll probably take some videos and stuff too. So at least you'll get to enjoy those. I know it's not the same, but you know, it is what it is. Sí, muy bien. Speaking of trips, I'm going to be having another one coming up to Peru, Machu Picchu, and other places in Peru, but mostly in the Sacred Valley area around Machu Picchu. We're going there in October of 2018, so just a little less than a year left, and registration for that closes at the end of December of this year. So we've got about a little less than 2 months left for registration, and it comes with weekly Spanish lessons from whenever you sign up. So that'll be a lot of Spanish learning time, as well as monthly video chat meetups. So we can all, kind of like what we're doing now, but with the people that are going on the trips, we can all get to know each other. So that should be a lot of fun. Muchas imágenes, por favor. Sí, muy bien. También puedes decir muchas fotos. Sí. So photos, even though it ends in OS, it's actually feminine. So imágenes is more like images, like you could grab an image or a screen share or something online. And photos is more like what you would take with the camera, right? So there's definitely some overlap there, and it's not necessarily wrong to say imágenes. but might be a little bit more appropriate to say fotos. Pero muy bien, gracias. Sí, yo voy a compartir muchas fotos, fotos de comida, fotos de la playa, fotos de la ciudad, fotos de los centros históricos. Va a ser un viaje muy divertido. Yeah, so I'll definitely share lots of photos of basically everything, food, the downtown historic area, the beach, everything. It'll be great. Muchas fotos, por favor, sí. Excelente. Well, amigos, tengo que enseñar una lección pronto, pero si tengan alguna pregunta, pueden ponerlo en la sección de comentarios y voy a contestarlo. Y si pones tu pregunta o comentario luego, después de terminar el video, puedes etiquetarme, sí. You can tag me y luego responderé. So, if you guys have any questions or comments, you can go ahead and drop those in the comments section. And if you happen to put it in after watching this on replay, just go ahead and tag me, because sometimes in the mass of comments, I don't always get notified or see things. So if you tag me, I'll be sure to see that. Well, gracias amigos, gracias por participar. Fue una conversación muy divertida y vamos a hablar otra vez en 4 semanas, el 30 de noviembre. So it was a very fun chat tonight, guys. Thank you all for participating, and we will chat again in 4 weeks at the end of this month on the 30th. So yeah, muchas gracias. Let's see. Okay, one more note I have here. Oh, if you guys haven't already, whether you're watching this live or on replay, if you want more resources for learning Spanish for free, you can go to my website, speakbetterspanish.com, and there I have a little pop-up that'll pop up on whatever tab or menu item you click on, even if it's just the home page, and that will have an opt-in form where you can sign up to get a PDF that has 21 free ways to learn Spanish. So lots of great resources to get you started if you are not ready for one-on-one lessons, but you want to keep getting more of this type of stuff, like the live stream that I'm doing, the resources that I share in the Facebook group. So go ahead and pop over there, speakbetterspanish.com. Bueno, muchas gracias amigos. Buenas noches. Pasen buen fin de semana. De gracias. So good night, everyone. Have a great weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. So feliz día de acción de gracias. So happy day of action of thanks, right? So happy Thanksgiving. Y hasta luego. Sí, 4 semanas es sí, es mucho tiempo. Sí, ustedes van a extrañarme. You guys are going to miss me. Pero voy a estar en el grupo de Facebook, entonces si tengan alguna pregunta, alguna duda o algún comentario, pueden escribirlo en el grupo o pueden enviarme un mensaje y yo les voy a responder. So during those 4 weeks, I will still be posting stuff in the group. I will still be online here and there. So if you do need anything, you have any questions, either put that in the group and be sure to tag me, Hannah Pickerton, or Speak Better Spanish. Either one, they're both me. Or you can just send me a message, either way. Y buenas noches. Adiós, amigos.